Hey guys, Ryan from Android Police, and I'm going to try to do a quick demo of Android Auto for you here. You'll have to forgive the video quality. It's not terribly easy to shoot a decent video in a car. And so what you see here is the overview screen. It's sort of a combination of Google Now cards and notifications. Google has chosen to only show you the notifications that it thinks are important on this screen. So not every app that produces a notification on the phone will show up here. It's mostly messages and directions and weather and things like that. So there's that, and you get there with this center button here. It looks like the lollipop home button. And way over here on the left is the Google Maps interface, which is where you go for directions. And then when you're stopped, you've got this search box up here that actually shows you a full keyboard, and that goes away when you're moving, actually. So then you just have this voice button up here in the corner. Then next over is the dialer, and this only gives you access to your favorite contacts by default, so then you can still use voice dial to get to other people or dial a number manually, which seems a little bit odd to me. But you can also access missed calls. So it's somewhat limited, but if you can do voice dialing, then it should be okay. Back to the home screen, and then over on the audio tab here, by default you have play music, and then there are a few other supported apps right now. I only have one other installed, but you can switch between them by pressing down here again. So kind of similar to the dialer, you only have access to a limited number of things. You can't access the full music library. You can do the listen now thing, radio, playlists, things like that. You can also do voice search, of course, so at least there's that. And then way over here on the right, this doesn't really do much right now. It just says return to Pioneer. It takes you back to the Pioneer interface if you want to leave Android Auto. This tab will eventually, on some cars, it'll have things like diagnostics, like tire pressure, backup cameras, or whatever. It's my impression right now that even cars that have it built in aren't utilizing this yet, but at some point they will. For the time being, it's just taking up space, especially on aftermarket head units like this. It doesn't really do anything. So you probably noticed this, the voice icon is on all the screens. You can only activate that by touch or with a steering wheel button. Even on devices that you have the Google Now hot word enabled, you can't just say, okay, Google, to turn that on, which seems a little odd. I guess I can understand reasons to do that, but that's just the way it works right now. So wherever you are, you can just tap that and tell it to do stuff. So let's try that. Find nearby gas stations.
Here are addresses for gas stations.
So there we go. And you can tap on any of these, and you get call and navigation. You probably noticed it takes a second for the voice activation stuff to kick in. I'm not sure why that is. It seems like it takes a little bit too long. So there's that. And then you can also do things like music by voice. You don't have to go all the way over to the music tab to play music. So let's try that real fast. Sometimes this is a little bit buggy, so we'll see how it goes. Play Opeth.
Playing Opeth.
So it's playing, and it still says getting your selection, which it does sometimes. I'm not sure why. Yeah, sometimes if you pause and then play again, if you pause and play again, it shows up correctly. I don't know why. It's just one of the weird little quirks of Google Play Music on Android Auto every now and then. But that's sort of the gist of Android Auto. So you can check out the full review if you want to learn more about it. Thanks.